more information on the products, I've included links in the description box down below, which are updated for the best prices. Like the video, comment, and don't forget to subscribe. Now let's get started. We'll kick things off with the Xiaomi Poco X3 NFC, the best budget Xiaomi phone available on the market in 2021. This model is really fantastic, but also quite bulky and heavy phone that will satisfy users who primarily seek speed, pretty good cameras, and a battery that lasts 2 to 3 days without a charger. Aside from the slightly cheaper materials when making it, it's hard to find flaws in the hardware department. As noted, the phone itself is quite large. The front is dominated by a 6.67-inch screen, and the weight of 215 grams is not light at all by today's standards. On the back, there is a system of as many as 4 cameras in an interestingly shaped module that fit into the circle. Definitely an innovative design solution. It should be noted that in addition to the USB-C port on the bottom, there is a classic 3.5mm connector for stereo headphones, which is certainly welcome. The screen resolution is 1080 by 2400 pixels and is disturbed on the front only by a miniature punch-hole selfie camera in the middle. Quite an elegant solution. The biggest advantage of this screen is the refresh rate of 120 Hz, which will make scrolling rather fluid and help with a large number of games. The phone is a highly intelligent screen refresh rate switching system depending on what you're doing. When we look at the camera module, it consists of 4 lenses plus flash. You'll get the main camera with a resolution of 64 megapixels, then a wide-angle camera with a resolution of 13 megapixels, and a macro camera of 2 megapixels, as well as a depth sensor with a resolution of 2 megapixels. On the front is a 20-megapixel camera. The main camera sensor is more than satisfactory. It can't be compared to the best cameras on the market, but it will be great for a large number of users. One small complaint is when you take night photos because they have a lot of noise and lack detail. For the listed price, we are pretty impressed. Up next on our rundown for today is the Xiaomi Redmi Note 10 Pro, which we can freely say is the best value Xiaomi phone available on the market in 2021. In terms of design, not much has changed, and in our opinion, it shouldn't have. This model's predecessor was a fine device, and the Redmi Note 10 Pro just added a few finishes to pick up a notch. Made of sturdy materials, the Redmi Note 10 Pro has glass on both the front and the back, while its frames are made of plastic. As a bonus, there is also an IP53 certificate for water and dust resistance, which will protect the device from rain and spilled drinks, but not from full-on water submersion. In terms of hardware, we are looking at an almost identical Qualcomm Snapdragon 732G, a minimum of 6 GB of RAM, and at least 24 GB of internal memory. Everything runs smoothly. There is no overheating, even after playing more demanding titles for a long time. The battery offers 8 to 9 hours of screen time, except when you play games for a long time. The Redmi Note 10 Pro has a 6.67-inch Super AMOLED screen with full HD Plus resolution with a refresh rate of 120 Hz and a maximum brightness of 1200 nits in automatic mode. This is a top-notch screen that can be seen in direct sunlight, has bright colors and deep black tones, and supports HDR10 content that looks fantastic with stereo speakers. There is a 108-megapixel main rear camera with a large Samsung sensor that captures great photos in almost all light conditions, and only in the dark should it be helped with a steady hand because it does not have optical image stabilization. The wide-angle camera is also great, except in the dark, which is expected for this price range, and its macro camera is one of the best on the market if you like to get extremely close to the things you're photographing. For the listed price, you can't beat this guy. If you're looking for a middle-tier device, we present the Xiaomi Mi 10T, the best mid-range Xiaomi phone available on the market in 2021. This model has a 6.67-inch LCD adaptive sync screen with 1080p plus resolution, a 20:9 aspect ratio, and a refresh rate of 144 Hz, quite enough for the needs of most users. The display supports HDR10+, maximum brightness up to 650 nits, reading mode 3.0, and sunlight display 3.0. Thanks to the 360-degree ambient light sensor, the screen can adjust the brightness even in backlight conditions. In order not to damage the screen during use, Xiaomi protected them with Gorilla Glass 5. The device draws its power from the source, Qualcomm's Snapdragon 865 chip. It also draws the energy needed for operation from a 5000 mAh battery, which is quite a solid figure, and includes support for fast charging of the 33-watt battery. The basic Mi 10T model comes in a configuration with 6 and 8 GB of RAM and 128 GB of internal memory. To some, it may sound small, but for a mid-range phone, it is significantly better than its competitors. There's also an ultra-wide 13-megapixel camera, a 5-megapixel macro, as well as a 20-megapixel selfie camera. The rear camera supports shooting in 8K quality at 30 FPS, and the front in 1080p at 30 FPS quality. In addition to the hardware specifications, Xiaomi has also worked on software. Namely, Mi 10T supports 6 standalone modes with a long exposure that allows users to capture art shots. From moving crowd mode, which focuses on an inactive object while blurring the dynamic environment, through Star Trails mode, which creates a starry sky effect, to photoclone shooting mode in 4 different ways. Additionally, there are 3 new Cyberpunk, Gold Vibration, and Black Ice photo filters to help bring the desired mood to life. For video lovers, Xiaomi has prepared new video features. Video Clones brings the ability to double capture users in a single video, while Dual Video can simultaneously record from the device's front and rear cameras, while Time-Lapse Selfie Video allows users to create a fast-forward effect for more interesting bets. Good stuff! A thumbs up from here. If you aren't hesitant to spend a few dollars more to get a top-quality phone, we say look no further than the Xiaomi Poco F3, the best premium Xiaomi phone available on the market in 2021. The device stands out from the get-go with a quite compact, thin 7.8mm case, protected on both sides by Gorilla Glass 5. The frame is made of metal, offering IP53 protection. The front panel, in addition to a small cutout, also stands out with a camera that is 2.76mm in diameter. The controls are concentrated on the right. There is a double volume key and a power button, as well as a fingerprint scanner. The speakers are powerful and deliver no distortion, even at maximum volume. At the bottom, next to the Type-C connector, there is a slot for 2 SIM cards, and you cannot insert a memory card. For those who need more space, with over 225 gigabytes available to the user, the device looks exceptionally good and uses an E4 AMOLED matrix made by Samsung. The coverage is wide with vivid colors and true black capabilities. The maximum brightness is 300 nits, and the refresh rate is from 120 Hz in normal operation to 360 Hz. The Poco F3 features an exotic Qualcomm Snapdragon 870 processor that first appeared in the Motorola Edge S in late January. It is obvious that the Poco smartphone will be the first device with such a processor in some markets. The main 48-megapixel camera module is the Sony IMX3582 Exmor RS. With good lighting, you can get quality shots on both the main and front camera. The ultra-wide-angle camera comes with 8 megapixels and can deliver beautiful images. At the same time, the color transfer is practically no different from the main lens. If you can afford this beast, we say go for it. Thanks to excellent performance, great service, and top-notch price-quality ratio, we have come to the unanimous conclusion that the Xiaomi Mi 11 is the best overall Xiaomi phone that can be found on the market in 2021. Xiaomi Mi 11 brings the best that the manufacturer can currently offer. It is a full-blooded flagship device that can be compared to all the major players. Xiaomi Mi 11 is driven by Qualcomm's fastest processor, the Snapdragon 888. It has a powerful 108-megapixel camera, a massive battery that can last for several days, with a 55-watt charger that still comes in the package, and a juicy AMOLED screen of 6.81 inches and a refresh of 120 Hz. There are also some new features, such as wireless and reverse charging, as well as aptX HD and aptX adaptive support for better sound quality on Bluetooth waves, and Harman Kardon stereo speakers that deliver an exceptional sonic output. The massive screen with impressively thin frames and flat edge is packed in a relatively thin case with rounded edges, thinner and lighter than the Mi 10 case. This allows for comfortable holding in the hand and easy use with just one hand. As for the screen, DisplayMate tests have concluded that the Mi 11 screen is perfectly calibrated in sRGB or DCI-P3 modes. It has 100% color range coverage in both variants. Automatic color adjustment tends to enhance their saturation and contrast, while in the saturated mode it goes further and reaches 139% sRGB and 111% DCI-P3 coverage. In plain terms, the image is stellar. The lighting is also above average. Also, gamers will especially like the fact that the touch response time is further shortened, more than any other phone on the market. Furthermore, the massive 108-megapixel sensor with optical lens stabilization delivers great results, along with an ultra-wide 13-megapixel sensor and a 5-megapixel telemacro sensor. The selfie camera has a 20-megapixel sensor and does a great job. The included charger fully brings an empty battery back to life in less than an hour. Overall, this fella delivers premium performance, cool looks, and high durability, all at the best possible price-quality ratio. You wanted the best, you got it. Thanks for watching, and that's all for now. I hope to see you guys in the next video. Till next time, see you guys later.